Congratulations to all the staff in the Northwest Area Office for organising it so expertly. It really was well done.
Nigel.cecil, calling things out as you like it, especially for his fair-minded friends.
Hello Chuckabutties, welcome to part 2 of this 2-part video. The first part, setting the scene for the Equity Northwest Area Regional Meeting held last Sunday at the People's Museum in Manchester, and how we arose the insert in the caption that says Equity UK reforming Reform UK. Now at the meeting there were somewhat 60 or so Equity members attending in person and probably another 20 or so on Zoom. And it really was a welcoming meeting. Everybody was friendly, interactive, coffee and tea served, and wonderful biscuits. Congratulations to all the staff in the Northwest Area Office for organising it so expertly. It really was well done. But setting that aside, of course, you're all coming together, all the members, to have a chat. Now, we don't mention the members who are there. We don't actually show any pictures of them because, well, it's a meeting for members, by members, for members, grassroots. All the activists, many, of course, driven by an ideology that gives rise to this saying, equity. To all artists, good work. To all workers, good art. And to all people, equity. Now, the officers were there, the General Secretary, the President and others and councillors on the Executive Committee of Equity giving reports. And the reports were extensive and there were comments. But then during the course of one of the reports, something was said that members received with acclaim and others sort of went, what? Because you see, Equity used to have a rule that said Equity as a non-party political and non-sectarian trade union. Now that's gone. Gone, you know, the inevitability of gradualism slowly disappearing in the history of time. And so having said that, it now means equity. Well, does it mean that equity can be more forcibly political than they previously were? Because trade unions, by their very nature, can always be political, but can they be party political? And during the course of this meeting, it was said that Equity will not engage or share a platform with Reform UK and will have a non-engagement policy with Reform UK. What does that mean? How does it affect Equity members? Because Equity are presumably, well, come to this policy on behalf of their 50,000 members, representing them equally and fairly. At this particular moment in time, how will Equity's policies affect members in Wales? Equity Wales National Meeting was held last Monday, the 23rd of March. But the Welsh Parliament Senedd Cymru elections take place on the 7th of May. Guess which political parties are leading the pack? What's going to happen to them if Equity have a policy of non-engagement with Reform UK? The latest YouGov poll published yesterday has Reform coming second. Does that mean, well, if they have influence in the Welsh Assembly, Equity will say, well, we're not engaging with them? And what would happen indeed if an Equity member was outed as being a member of the Reform UK party and then got elected to a committee, even got elected to the Equity Council, because the elections for the Equity Council are coming up later this year? Where does that leave them? Should Equity be able to say, on behalf of their 50,000 members, Equity will not engage or share a platform with Reform UK and will have a non-engagement policy with Reform UK. Now, an email went out to all equity members explaining about a march that was happening in London this coming Sunday. Are they all tied in it together? Campaigning, uniting against the far right. We'll leave this one with you. Do let us know what you think. Do you think it's right that equity should have made that statement? We'd be interested to understand and hear your opinions, because when it comes to freedom in the arts, freedom of expression, surely the arts shouldn't have restrictions, and equity, as a champion of the arts and culture, should defend freedom of expression. So is this policy now about Reform UK actually a restriction on freedom of expression? As always, please get in touch about our usual email address, and as Kenny Everett would say, this is all meant in the best possible taste in order to stimulate some informed discussion. Until the next time, chuckaputties, as always, to all art is good work, to all workers good art, to all people equity, and when it comes to showbiz, you better keep your professional fingers crossed. Professional solidarity, comrades.